Okay, yeah, that was fun. So yeah, guess I'm gonna have to wait a bit now. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I lost my network for like 1 second, and I kind of the stream collapsed. I'm kind of new to streaming, so yeah, I'm not 100% sure how to restart it that quick when you lose connection. Yeah, that was a bit annoying, but yeah. Yeah, that has not happened to me before, but yeah, that was a bit annoying. So yeah, sorry about that if you were watching. But yeah, I'm just gonna try again. I'm gonna give it a few minutes if some people that wanted to watch wanted to get back in. I'm gonna do like a quick recap of where we were and yeah, how far we had come. So yeah, that was a bit annoying. But I guess that's the thing, like with live streaming. Some things happen, you just gotta react to it. So I'm not so used to this. I've been like doing small videos like all the time, so it's a bit new for me. But yeah, I'm gonna try again. So yeah, just give it a few minutes and I'm gonna do like a quick recap of what we're doing and how far we got before the stream crashed. And I'm not 100% sure what happened. I think just a small outage on my broadband. That was probably it. And I'm not kind of so used to like with the software, but yeah, like I said, probably a part of streaming live, I guess. So just gonna give it a couple of more minutes, but we were making some progress. And I'm not 100% sure where I left it off, so I'm gonna do like a quick recap. So yeah, a bit annoying. But as I can see, a few people have come back, so that's nice. Enrico writes, would you be interested in creating a project where you use Vision to analyze YouTube programming video? And the GPT will recreate the code from stream? I guess that could be viable. Of course, you will need like very good OCR then. But you can try it, I guess. You just have to capture frames from YouTube, right? And kind of get into it. So it could be viable. But yeah, let's just do a quick recap and then we go back into where we were. So yeah, today we are gonna do this IP webcam. We were already kind of started. Run this to some kind of Python code we are going to create. We're going to use the GPT4o API to analyze the images we capture from our video stream. We're going to screenshot some some frames from the stream. We're going to try to extract the data we want from the images and return it in JSON. And the idea is that we can display this in real time. So we're gonna build like a very simple front-end UI, and we're gonna have some kind of backend that is hopefully doing this autonomous. We have come a bit far in the code, so I'm gonna do like a quick recap. GPT-4 has good OCR. Yeah, that's correct. Pretty good. So let's just go a quick back into the code, and I'm gonna show you where we were. I don't know exactly where the stream fell out, but we have used CV2 to set up our IP webcam. And the IP webcam is now displaying a carton with 4 eggs in my living room. So we're gonna try to manipulate the eggs and see if we can follow the data in real time. When I remove some items, I add some items. I have some other stuff I want to try this with too. And basically, yeah, we have kind of set up this so we can capture frames from this URL. That worked pretty good. We have like a counter here because we ran into the issue that we couldn't really, it was not reliable. Sometimes it said we have 5 eggs, sometimes we have 4 eggs. So before I got cut off, we tried to fix that by adding a second prompt. So we had this simple text prompt here with a few shot. So we have how many fish are in the image, return it in JSON, and we do like an example. We have an example, so we have like a few shot prompt. We have this replace, just a placeholder here. So we can actually do our prompt, specific prompt. So how many eggs are there in the image here? And we're just gonna replace this phrase here. And so when we ran that, I can kind of show you what we got. I don't know when the stream cut off, but basically, so let's try to run this now. So I'm gonna show you what we did to kind of counter this. So let's do one screenshot of the, so I'm gonna remove this. So let's just run this now, and we're gonna do one screenshot of our carton of eggs here. So you can see we grabbed this screenshot from the stream, right? And here you can see, here's our issue. It counted 5 eggs. So next it counted 4 eggs, right? And that is not reliable, 4 eggs. So someone suggested we can do, instead of doing one screenshot, we can maybe do something like 5, right? So we do 5 screenshots. And then I kind of added this prompt here to try to correct for that. So we're gonna feed in those 5 responses, right? So that could be 5 eggs, 4 eggs, 3 eggs, right? And then I think I'm just gonna try return the response with the most occurrences in JSON. So that might work. We're gonna call it correct data, and we're gonna print it. So let's see what happens now. I think there was somewhere here I lost the stream. So now we're gonna take like 5 screenshots, right? So we took 5 screenshots. We're gonna analyze all of them and return in JSON. And then we're gonna send that to GPT-4 to try to find the one with most occurrences. Thanks, Sumit. Appreciate it. That's nice. So yeah, it's a bit slow when we have to do 5, but I have some idea how we can speed this up by using like low resolution. Okay, so that was strange. Okay, so here is our print statement, is it? But that seemed to work. Yeah, that's our print statement. So even though we got 3 here and the rest was 4, we kind of still got 4 eggs output here. So let's run it one more time, I think. So you can see this was wrong, right? But since we counted the occurrences, we kind of got it right anyway. So here we got 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. That was good. Yeah, so that might work, I think. Yeah. But I don't think we want it like this. I think we wanna... So let's stop that. I think we kind of want to do a few shot prompt on that too. So let's just copy this. And let's do correct data, something like this. And I don't know. We might want to do something like this. I think. Maybe. But let's just leave it for now. I think if we are struggling with extracting JSON from that, we might change that up. Okay, so what is the next thing we kind of want to do now? What I kind of want this to do is almost like this. But my idea was more that we actually get... I kind of just wanted to do one screenshot, but now if we need 5, I think actually this might be okay, I think. So let's try and see what we can do with this. I don't think we need to append this to this list here, right? But for now, let's just leave it like this. So I kind of wanted to use a bit of GPT-4 now to try to instruct what we want to do next, right? Thought that could be interesting. I guess we can try to get this part into our... So let's change up the function here. Let's just call it like, I don't know, fetch data or something like this, right? So let's just grab our code and let's go back to GPT-4 and let's try to prompt this. So let's just my code, or let's do it. We can call it data farm.py equals, so paste in my code. So what I kind of wanted to do was to get, I guess it's going to be this part into our true loop, something like that. Hello, Night Spider. Nice to see you again. Yeah, and the stream crashed like 40 minutes in, so that was a bit annoying. But yeah, we're going to try to continue where we left off. So let's see if we can instruct GPT-4 to kind of implement this part, or maybe all of this, into our true loop in the fetch data function. So how I would do this is, yeah, I would just data farm.py equals, right? And I want to do something like, I want to get this part, so let me paste into the code, into my true loop, or is it while loop? I can't remember. Oh, it's a while true loop, okay. My true loop in def fetch data. So let's see if we if that works. Again, it's so weird, this markdown in the prompt. It's very strange. It even does big titles and stuff. So let's see here. Certainly to integrate the video capturing part into your fetch data function. I will merge into the fetching loop. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, now you can kind of see, where did it leave the... Okay, so we left this part up here, that's fine. Okay, so we have this inside our function here, yeah. And do we have like counter? Okay, so let's just copy it and take a look at it inside our notepad here. Just interval, reset countdown. And did we set any? remember we wanted to do 5 screenshots. So let's just follow up with that. I wanted to take 5 screenshots in each loop. Can you add that in the fetch, I don't know, data function? Yeah, so we break this here. Yeah, I think we need to do that if we wanted to actually bring 5. Hello, Philippe Guarin, nice to meet you. So yeah, just a quick recap. We are just doing something with Vision. If you got it late, so we're gonna stream. We are streaming from an IP webcam. We're gonna capture some frames. We're gonna try to extract some data from this video. That is basically what we are doing today. So let me see here. Okay, so we do the for screenshot in range 5. So let's try this now. And let's just see if we can get this to work. So the only thing I'm worried about is kind of the formatting of the output from corrected data. But we can see if we can fix that with some few shot prompt or something. So now we are analyzing these 5 images, right? And then we're going to print the most occurrences. And yeah, I don't think we actually need to print. But let's just see now. I might remove this part. Okay, so you can see 4, 4. We might actually need to do more than 5 because this is not working, right? So let's set the range to like 7. Because, yeah, this is not good. So let's stop that. Other than that, I think it was okay. So let's do 7. But I wanted to change something in this analyze image folder because it's quite slow. I want to take a look at, so let's say we go back to ChatGPT, right? And we just do, what I call it. We can paste in our code again. So data farm.py, right, equals, and I want to go to the OpenAI API, playground, and the documentation. And I want to see if we can speed up here. So let's go to GPT4o. Let's go to guide and images. And let's check out here. There are something about low or high fidelity image understanding. So I kind of wanted to speed up the... I wanted to try to speed up the analyze part. This project could also work well on a local Raspberry Pi 5. Yeah, could it? I have never worked with this Raspberry Pi 5. But I have been looking into this security footage analyze part in other videos like a long time ago. And it is pretty interesting. So I think we might see some AI infused into security cameras and stuff. If that's even gonna happen, I don't know. And we already have computer vision on cameras, but I was thinking more about the language model in that, right? Okay, so let's grab some documentation here. And we have this. So let's do OpenAI documentation. And let's do kind of our instruction. I want to speed up the... What is our function called? def analyze image in folder function by using the low setting on the image analyze part. Can you implement this in my code? See if that works. Because if we do like the lower resolution, well, we can maybe speed up the latency a bit. And we save some tokens. Let's try that. So now you can see we are using... Did it change anything? I can't see anything here. I thought we had to set something low or something. Detail. Where is that? Where did you implement this? I can't see any changes. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, okay. So let's try it and see if this increases our speed, right? So let's just run this. I read a while back about a coffee shop using cameras and vision AI to track customers. Yeah, I think I saw that. That's pretty crazy. And they had track if people like are sitting down and how much they are typing and stuff. That's pretty nasty, right? So let's see if this increased our speed now. But this might also do that our analyzation is worse. Doesn't seem to be quicker, does it? We also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 images. That's a bit. We wanted 7, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got the right number of eggs at least. So I think that's good. I think we're just gonna keep it like this. But what I was a bit worried about is this output. Because I don't really want this JSON part here. I think we can remove this part. So let's take a look at our function here. I guess we kind of have to do that. It's a fly here. Let's try this. I'm only kind of interested in the output from the fetch data function, right? That is kind of what I want. Or this print statement, I guess. So let's see now. Other than that, I think we should be pretty fine. It's not quick, at least. It's pretty slow. Would be curious to see how they use data like more coupons to customers that leave fewer emails. Yeah. Ugh. Occurrence is 0. Okay, yeah, so that didn't work. But that's fine. That's just our backend, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think I would like to work in some place where I'm being monitored the whole shift, right? That would be horrible. Right. Okay, But I think this backend is fine for now. We could optimize this later, I guess. But I think we're just gonna settle for this. So this is gonna be our backend and our corrected data. I think we're just gonna remove that. And we don't need this this list, I don't think. Let's just run it in the background here. So I kind of wanted to do the let's do some simple front end that kind of displays our data in real time. So let's create I'm just gonna do it in Python now. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Let's just create a front end.py or something. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pay attention to this front end.py. Just gonna do like a new here. So let's do data farm. Data farm .py equals. I kind of want to give our backend here to GPT4o, right? Let's do some instructions. Okay, so we have the JSON out here. Okay, so that's good. So I'm happy with this. This is fine. Okay, so that's our backend. So let's do some instructions here. I have my backend completed. Maybe I want to give like an example. So let's run it. The response we are interested in displaying is the output from, what did I call it? Corrected data. Is the output from the variable corrected data, right? The response we are interested in displaying in our front end named front end.py is the output from the, yeah. This should be in a JSON format. So let's just copy the full response here and stop this. Like, I wonder if there's something like we are there for new Google UI Maker for Python, like, yeah. I am not so good at UIs. I have not really done a lot of UI. There was someone on the last stream that mentioned some kind of AI tool that could generate a UI from your backend. I haven't tried that yet, so I might look into that. But today, I think we're just gonna do like a terminal UI. Yeah. Something like, yeah, okay. Okay, that was okay, cool. I want a terminal UI that is gonna display the number of eggs in the image. Let's just see where we get with this. Can you create frontend.py for me? Just want to see where this takes us. We also need a connection to the backend, right? So let's see if GPT4o understands that it needs to make some kind of connection over to the backend. Just from the off here. I'm a bit worried about this format here, but if this doesn't work, we can just create like a few shot prompt and we could probably only return this. I have a random collection of scripts all over the place now, so trying to, yeah, me too. I never do almost any front end. There's Streamlit, Radio, and Messup for rapid front end development. Yeah, I've heard of all of those. Which one is the easiest to kind of just use out of the box for like a very simple UI? I have been using React before, like Node.js and React. That's fine, but it's a bit of work. Okay, so let's see here now. So we have a suggestion for the front end here. So we're gonna use curses. Okay, I've used that before. But okay, so it's gonna connect it via a JSON file. But then it needs to update. That is not gonna work, is it? Because and then you need to update the, what do you call it? Data farm.py2 to get the, or did I import it? No. Well, let's try it. Let's see if it updates the file. So let's front end py. Streamlit. I was looking into TTID later, trying to run CLI into web UI terminal. Okay. Streamlit is pretty simple. Okay. I might actually do into that. Anthropic says they beat GPT4o with Sonnet 3.5 now available. Really? That's cool. Where did you see that, Tim? I'm definitely going to do a video on if Anthropic has a new model out. Really? Is that on X? Okay, here it is, yeah. 15 minutes ago, that's pretty cool. Introducing Claude 3.5 Sonnet, our most intelligent model yet. And Sonnet, that's pretty quick. Sonnet now outperforms competitor models on key evaluation, twice the speed of Claude 3 Opus. Wow, that's cool. 1/5 of the cost. Yeah, these benchmarks, like, they look pretty good. MMLU, same as GPT4o. Or that's with 5 shot. A bit lower with 0 shot. Math is a bit behind, but remember, it's much quicker. Code looks pretty good. But like, I always have to test it myself, right? Can we already do? So let's do, let's remove this. So let's do a new one here. I kind of had the API. Yeah, 3.5 Sonnet. Okay, that's pretty cool. So let's give it a go, right? You are a Python dev, software dev with expertise in Python. Yeah, I don't care. So where were we? So we're gonna finish our project, right? So let's update this now. So this should save this corrected data here, yeah, right? Okay, so let's clear that. Let's open a second terminal. I wonder what this means for Opus 3.5. That's exciting, right? I guess the Opus model is gonna need more training time, I guess. Right? What did I call it? So let's start the backend first. Let's start Python front end. It's gonna be quite slow anyway. We haven't even generated a file yet. So let's just wait a bit. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So let's do, I have this question I always use, the marble question. I need to find it then. Can't remember where I put it. Here maybe? I know there's somewhere here. Not here. Okay, I think it's here. No. Can't really remember where I put this. Might not be here. I had it like a few. I think it's called marble problem. Here it is. Whoa, what happened now? Marble problem. Marble problem. Okay, so here it is. So let's try it. So this is something all language models struggle with. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's basically a logic problem. So let's try it with Sonnet. So the answer is that the marble is on the table. The key point is, as long as the cup orientation wasn't changed, gravity will keep the marble at place. At what is now the top of the inverted cup. That's a bit strange. Did I select Sonnet 3.5? Yeah. Would be interesting to branch your Olama answer eval into the code builder with GPT4o Sonnet inputs. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna rush to test this now. We might give it a shot if we have a prompt here now for our project. But I think we're just gonna stay on topic. But pretty cool. I will definitely look more into this. Right. Okay, so now we can kind of, does it work? Okay, so we have an issue there. I didn't see that. So let's run it again. I was a bit sidetracked now during this release. But pretty cool, right? What is this? And 1/5 of the cost. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. And I guess you can try it at the Claude AI.ai. I'm just using the API here. Okay, so let's see if we had an issue here. I wanted to... I think the issue might be... I didn't really catch it. Yeah, I think the issue is the JSON output. But we can try to feed, let's we had this error. I kind of want to feed the error back into GPT-4 and do some debugging. But I suspect that is the string is not a valid JSON string, right? And this is what I was talking about. I think we might need to do a few shot prompt here, right? So I was thinking about this. Return the response with the most occurrences. So let's just do something like this. I think that should be fine, right? So let's do a few shot prompt, right? So we want this, of course, right? But we kind of want to data C equals, we want to open our file, so that's gonna be correct data.text. We need to replace hello from Greece. Thanks, man. ST Dracula, appreciate it. So let's replace, what did I call it? User data. What do we want to replace that with? I guess we can replace that with chatbot responses, something like this. So I think we kind of need, for the few shot examples, it's gonna be something like this, right? So we need a few of those, right? Something like this, and let's do 2, 4, and let's return the most with the most occurrences. That's gonna be 3, right? And let's just copy this and call it example 2, and let's do number of balls. 1, 1, 4, 3, and let's return balls. God. Yeah. Let's close that. And the answer is gonna be 1, right? Okay, and then we have the user data. Something like this, I think, should work. So we're gonna feed our responses in here. User data, right? User data, and we're gonna feed in those. Yeah, so let's try that. I think that should work. Hopefully. Because now we have kind of this few shot prompt. So I will leave this up, like if you wanted to take a look at it after the stream, as a like a replay. But it's gotta be in 2 parts because, yeah, the first part crashed. Hello, Web Learning AI. Nice to meet you. Welcome. So if this doesn't work now, we might have to do some more debugging. No such file corrected data. What did I call it? Correct data. Okay. That was annoying. Correct data. It's pretty slow though. And analyzing like 7 screenshots, that is gonna be a bit more expensive actually, right? I have kind of one idea to improve the speed. We could do smaller screenshots, so we could resize them up front. But for now, I think we're just gonna leave it like this. If I'm gonna do a video on this for Sunday, I might clean it up a bit and kind of do some more optimized stuff. Hello, Loki. Nice to see you back again. Okay, so we have 2 arguments must be string, not a list. Where was that? Okay. Replace user data. Ah, yeah, that's true. So we can fix that. So let's just paste in this. And let's do some debugging now. So let's say we get this. We need to, because we return hello Emmanuel, just turn in to say I appreciate the videos. Yeah, thanks, I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. That's kind of the whole idea about the channel, to be inspired by. So yeah, thanks for that, appreciate it. So let's say we wanted to debug this now, because the issue now is that this variable, or is it this variable, is not a string, it's a list, right? It's like a JSON list, I think, or something. And let's try to fix that with GPT4. So let's just do my code. And let's just try to feed in the error now. First time, my error. Can you fix this? So let's see if we can do that. Can you suggest something which can store database and host my website? Yeah, that's a loads of options. What kind of website? Is it just like a straight up HTML, or is it like WordPress or Loki? Okay, so let's see what we got as response. Well, at response here. The issue arises because, yeah, it's not a list, and the replace method expects a string. To fix this, you can join the elements into a string, yeah, before using the replace method. We could have done an F string too, I guess. Maybe that would have been easier, but I kind of hate these long few shots inside my code. So let's see what GPT4 suggests here. So where is it gonna merge this? Join the list chatbot responses into a string before using replace. God, I can't see it. Let's just copy it and take a look at it. It's so small here. Chat responses. Okay, so we have an output directory. Yeah, here we can see. So here we are going to join this, right? That was a pretty good answer, I think. So let's see if it works. What is the mission at the moment? Okay, we can do like a quick recap. We have time for that. Let's just see if this works, and I can do like a quick recap if you just got here. What video card are you using? So Fritz, I'm using the NVIDIA 4080. So that is the 16 gigabyte VRAM. It's fine. It's pretty good, but like if you kind of want to run bigger local LLMs, maybe like 24 and up is good. So I'll do like a quick recap of what we are building now before I continue. So let's see if joining this. So now we kind of got another error here. That's interesting. Can't really see. I guess this is something wrong with the JSON format again. But let's ask GPT4 to also take a look at this issue while we do a quick recap. So this is what we are looking at today. Basically, we have an IP webcam. I can show you here. That is looking at some kind of items. So this is streaming on my local web here, or like an IP address. So we are streaming video from this webcam. We have this Python code that's gonna take some frames or screenshots from this stream. Use the GPT4 API. Yeah, we have some screenshot capture. We're gonna try to extract some data. In this case, we're gonna count how many eggs are in the image. And we want to display this in real time. And the idea is that we can kind of change the source of data all the time and be like dynamic. So that is basically the idea. And we're kind of doing this live, so I haven't prepared too much. So yeah, like you see, we run into different errors. And the idea is that we're gonna try to use GPT-4 mostly. Or we could try Anthropic to debug this. So let's say if this doesn't work now, let's try to use Anthropic to do some debugging. So here we are just, we wanted to do some print statements here if we get any errors. So that could be good for debugging, right? I also kind of wanted to print, yeah, here's the debug print. I kind of want to see if this is in correct JSON format. But we might have to wait a few seconds. So the issue we had, if you just got here, is sometimes it returned that it was 2 eggs, 3 eggs. So we tried to make like a prompt to only account, to return the occurrences with the most. Let's say we had 4 answers with 3 eggs and the rest was maybe 1 and 5. We only want to return the one with the 4 eggs, most occurrences. So this looks okay, I guess. Right? So did we actually create a JSON file now? Nope. But let's respond with this. Response. I have the same project with weather station with 2 webcam. Oh, cool. I'm using the Laval Phi tree model. Yeah, that's fast. But how is, what are you exactly, are you extracting data or just like the weather? Or do you also get like data from in another format? Or are you just using Vision? Say ST Dracula. The issue is that the response contains markdown formatting. Yeah, I know. To fix this, you need to strip. Okay, so we can also do that. So that means that the few shot prompt did not work. I kind of thought it did. No, you can see we still have markdown here. So I guess we're gonna create a function to strip this. Or just a strip command. So let's see now. Hello, Adaya. What if the frame is captured immediately after the user asks... what if the frame is captured immediately after the user asks through voice, and this will be processed continually until the session ends? Immediately after the user asks his query through voice. Yeah, you could... I guess you could do that. Could be interesting. I take the data from ESP32C3. I use the Raspberry with 2 webcams and I give it an API in real time. Okay, that's cool. But you are you get data on not just only from vision, right? Some other source that feed you temperature and stuff, humidity. Okay, so we're just gonna do like a simple strip here and see if that works. God. I was at this conference and I had like a small speech about, yeah, vision and stuff. And there was one guy there who kind of did the same as you. He had this weather station and he kind of compiles a lot of data and he compares it